everyone, how are y'all doing? Let's just go ahead and get this started. Using an angled brush, apply Raven liner powder along your upper lash line. Don't worry about making the line straight or neat, only because we're going to be applying eyeshadow right over it. So we're kind of just applying the liner right now underneath the eyeshadow to kind of create that purple smokiness. And in fact, because the look is semi-smoky, the more smudged your liner is, the better. So if you want to go ahead and smudge it too, go for it. Once you've finished lining your upper lash line, go ahead and apply Raven with your angled brush to your lower lash line as well. Again, same rules apply. Don't worry about being neat and tidy. The more smudged it is, the better. Now next, using a fluffy brush, apply mineral eyeshadow and Sublime all over your lid and blend it upwards above your crease. To get a good amount of color, when I applied the eyeshadow, I applied it in a patting motion rather than taking the brush and sweeping the color across my lid from left to right. I just made sure to pat it on and just pack the color onto my lid to give me the amount of vibrancy that I wanted. Now also apply Sublime along your lower lash line. I used a fluffy brush that was similar to the one I used earlier. The only difference in the first fluffy brush and this one is that this brush is smaller in size. And I used the same technique too with the patting motion to get the amount of color I wanted. Now with the same fluffy brush that you used earlier, go ahead and pat on Afterglow Organic Satin Eyeshadow in Purr, P-U-R-R. Apply it to your inner corner and the inner third of your lid, and then blend it out towards the middle part of your lid and blend it in with Sublime. Once again, I used the same patting motion, and once I got to where I wanted it to be blended in, I applied less product and used a bit more of a sweeping motion where I wanted the colors to meet and blend together. And with the same small brush that I used earlier, I applied Purr to the inner third of my lower lash line, and I blended it outwards toward the middle of my lash line and blended it in with Sublime. For a brow highlight, apply Bare Mineral eyeshadow to your brow bone under your eyebrow and blend downwards into Sublime and toward the inner corner. And you kind of want to use this to also get rid of any harsh lines that you may have created when you applied the previous two eyeshadows, and that way you just get this nice gradual effect of one color fading into another. To add depth to my crease, I applied a small amount of Raven powder liner and blended it with Sublime eyeshadow on my brush, and I just applied it to the outer corner of my eye and blended it in towards my crease. This part's kind of tricky because you do have to play a bit with the two colors to get the amount of darkness that you want. However, because you can play with the darkness, you can make it as light or as dark as you want. Once you've finished defining your crease, go ahead and just grab your angled brush from earlier and just kind of reapply a little bit of eyeliner just to bring out the black and to help create that full lash line effect. Go ahead and apply your mascara. I'm using Afterglow Pure Soul Mascara in Onyx. If you're going for a more dramatic effect with your eyes, go ahead and apply multiple coats of mascara. If you haven't already applied your foundation, go ahead and do so now. For my blush, I'm using Afterglow Organic Mineral Blush in Smitten. Apply the blush to the outer apples of your cheeks. Move the brush in a circular motion upwards and back towards the hairline of your temple. If you want to do a bit of contouring along your temple line, you can also sweep some of the blush just upwards, just along your temple. You don't want to go too far high onto your forehead. For the lips, I applied Organic Lip Love lipstick in Wink with a lip brush. I kind of used it first to outline my lips, and then once my lips were outlined, I went ahead and filled my lips in a bit more. And to finish it off, I applied Organic Hydro Gloss in Bubble.